Hello everyone, I'm Tommy and welcome to Studio Sins. Today we're going to do a kind of a versus video about a particular note that I really enjoy in a fragrance. In fact, there's no other fabric that quite says comfort, luxury, accessibility more than does cashmere. And in fragrance, cashmere, cashmere wood, and cashmerein are used to wonderful effect. So when we return, we're going to go head to head with Bentley Beyond's Majestic Cashmere and Ralph Lauren Polo Supreme Cashmere. That and more, so stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to kind of do a versus, or go a little bit head to head with a fragrance from the Bentley house and a fragrance from the house of Ralph Lauren. It's going to be a Polo fragrance. And Bentley actually has released 3 top tier fragrances in something called Bentley Beyond The Collection. And the fragrance we're going to look at today is Majestic Cashmere. Now all 3 of these fragrances, including this one, are unisex fragrance. So the fragrance we're going to go kind of head to head with this one is a Ralph Lauren Polo fragrance called Polo Supreme Cashmere. So first up, let's go ahead and take a look at Bentley Beyond The Collection's Majestic Cashmere. Let's check out that presentation. Really classy and elegant presentation for Bentley Beyond Majestic Cashmere. The box itself feels like it's a leather wrap. Now this fragrance actually is wildly different on different websites in terms of the cost. Usually I wait to bring up cost, but I think it's kind of unusual for this fragrance. On Max Aroma, I believe it is right around $120 some. Right now on fragrancebuy.ca, Canadian discounter website, you can get this for about $73, I think 72 and change USD, that is. And actually that's really good for this high quality Bentley's top of the line fragrance. And of course I'll leave some links below if you're interested in exploring actually purchasing either one of these. This is a beautiful glass flagon. It's a really nice presentation. The letters are a bit small, so it's they kind of get lost in the color of the juice. It does say Beyond the Collection Majestic Cashmere at the bottom here. The lid is silver and rimmed with a nice brown leather band that is also very nice with the iconic Bentley logo in silver on the front. Majestic Cashmere was released in 2019 from perfumist Julie Massé. In the top it's got frankincense, coriander, and ambrette seed absolute, with the heart of orris absolute, tonka bean, and cashmere wood, with a base of labdanum, musk, patchouli, bourbon vetiver, and orchinox. So extremely rich, high quality fragrant notes in here. Normally when you think of cashmere, you think of wintertime, cooler weather, or sweater fragrance. Cashmere is very much going to be a nighttime kind of fragrance. Although let's check this out and see if it has a little bit more versatility than what I might think it has. So let's try that juice. Cap comes off really nicely. Sprays really well. I like to dose it really good. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful. Very, very fresh, very woody, very warm, and very creamy. I like the fact that there is a bit of sweetness there, but it's very aerated, it's blended. So it's not a heavy or a thick sweetness, but it also has that a really nice lightness about it as well. And I think, to me, that opens up the versatility quite a bit. So I could see this being not only just a very nice upscale or dressed up fragrance, this could definitely be a signature scent. It's got kind of a light, woodsy, almost smoky quality. That mix of orchinox, musk, and patchouli together give this a little bit of weight to it. So Ralph Lauren's Polo Supreme has its work cut out for it, because I'm telling you guys, Bentley's Majestic Cashmere is a very, very high quality fragrance. So we're going to try Majestic Cashmere on this side, the left side, and Polo Supreme Cashmere on the right side. It wasn't quite as apparent on the strip, but on my skin, that bourbon vetiver is coming through, so you get a little bit of boozy along with your cashmere there. To me, this is a little bit less unisex than what I thought it would be. Sure, anybody can wear this. It's definitely not super like animalic masculine man. Definitely has the versatility for anyone to wear it, but it is canted on the side of masculine unisex as opposed to feminine unisex, like a floral might be. Really, really like it. That light, smoky quality, almost like a distant bonfire, is coming out a little bit. Super accessible, super comforting. Now, however, let's check out the verses, which is going to be the right side, and that's Ralph Lauren's Polo Supreme Cashmere. Let's check out that presentation. So similar to Majestic Cashmere, Polo Supreme Cashmere is an eau de parfum. This is not a unisex fragrance specifically for men. This is a 125 ml bottle, whereas opposed to Bentley, it's just a 100 ml bottle. So you get an extra 25 ml difference there. And this came out 2 years prior. It came out in 2017. The master perfumer Carlos Benaim, who created many Polo offerings, actually created Supreme Cashmere. Has a little bit simpler scent profile as well. You've got bergamot and cardamom in the top. You've got iris and frankincense in the heart, resting on a base of cashmere, of course, and myrrh. So frankincense, myrrh, this is gonna be a really dark, probably a much more resinous, which when you think of masculinity, you think of kind of rough, raw, ready, you know, resinous. So that makes a lot of sense. Let's check out the juice. This one sprays a much broader dispersion. I'm not sure that I care for that more. I kind of like Bentley's atomizer a little bit better. So when you think of frankincense and myrrh, you think of dark, rich. This is a definitely more masculine fragrance. It's definitely rough and ready and resinous. I will say in terms of just purely cashmere and cashmere in itself, the aroma chemical cashmere and the cashmere wood and the cashmere that's in Majestic Cashmere, definitely of a higher quality. So this is the more accessible and kind of every man's cashmere that you want to put on, and I'm sure that in the dry down the cashmere comes a little bit more to the fore, but the actual opening itself, it's kind of lost in the background. Cashmere is more of a nuanced note than it is a forefront player, as it is with Majestic Cashmere. Majestic Cashmere is literally all about the cashmere note, and then the other bit players are there to be supportive in its role of being in the forefront. Whereas the cashmere in here is kind of a bit player, and the other notes are there to kind of warm it up, make it a little bit more resinous, a little bit more manly. So this is definitely on the darker side. So Majestic Cashmere is a little bit of a skin scent right now. Now, I did just spray one spray. I had the expectation that it would be a little bit more pungent, a little bit heavier, but it seems to be very subdued on my skin. And it's possible that I'm getting that scent simply because this is so much more resinous and kind of pungent and out there and heavy. Yeah, it's definitely heavier. This one has a little bit of slightly animalic, slightly synthetic, a little bit smoky. So the smokiness that is in Majestic Cashmere is supremely natural feeling. The smokiness in this feels a little bit synthetic, gotta admit, but I really, really like both of them equally well for different reasons. They do really well featuring different aspects of the note of cashmere or cashmere wood. It's a really natural cashmere in Majestic Cashmere, and in this one it's a little bit synthetic, but it's definitely a darker, a richer, more longer lasting and slightly resinous cashmere. It's your choice which one you like the best. I recommend getting them both because I would say Polo Supreme Cashmere is going to be more nighttime casual and less daytime upscale, whereas Majestic Cashmere is going to be more daytime, nighttime, upscale or casual. Well guys, that's it for my overview of these two wonderful, very comforting scents for cooler weather. That is Bentley Beyond the Collection Majestic Cashmere and Ralph Lauren's Polo Supreme Cashmere. Both of them are really, really good fragrances. They're about the same in terms of price. In terms of longevity and projection, you're going to get a little bit more out of Polo Supreme Cashmere than you will out of Majestic Cashmere. Majestic Cashmere, however, is much more nuanced and much more of a complex, multi-layered scent profile than a simplistic, resinous, darker scent profile in Polo Supreme Cashmere. So really, it's your choice which one you want to get, or as I did, get them both so you can enjoy both different aspects of that wonderful note. Thanks so much for stopping by and checking out my video today. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you next time.